Okay, now we've got our fish. We're going to make a tween, not a tween animation, sorry, that's what we're going to do next after that. But first we're going to recap frame by frame. So if you remember, frame by frame is simply one picture after the next, So pictures one after the other to give the illusion of movement. So we are here, so I want to pull my fish over to here. Now remember, if I select and it goes dotty, I've only selected the outline, so when I move it, only the outline moves. If I double click, anything that is connected to that shape selects as well. Okay, so that's one click, that was a double click. I can then drag it back to here, so I'm going to drag it over to here off the stage. So this is where my fish is starting. Now in the timeline, we've got layer 1. I'm going to rename that, right click, by clicking on it, it should let me rename it. Oh, it's a double click, sorry, the fish. So I've got my fish layer. That there, that dot under 1 is my first frame, and each one of these little squares is another frame. So what I'm going to do to the next frame is I'm going to right click and I'm going to put insert keyframe. Now a keyframe is a frame that you can change. There are two sorts of frames, or two major sorts of frames, but I will explain those later. So do a keyframe, and then, so frame 1 is there, frame 2 is there. You notice this red bar moves, that's the player for the timeline. So on frame 2, I'm going to double click, select it, and I'm just going to drag it forward a little bit. And on frame 3, insert keyframe, click it, liking that. There we go, I'm going to move it forward a little bit. Then go to frame 4, insert keyframe, double click it, move it a little bit, and you just keep going. Again, like I explained in the frame by frame animation unit, it's kind of like Wallace and Gromit, that you move it a little bit. Let's go for that, let's move that a little bit. And I'm just going to stop there. I now can hit the enter key on the keyboard and it plays. You'll notice that the bar down here moves, it plays. So by keeping on doing that, I'm slowly but surely getting the fish to move across the scene. Okay, and if I kept going, it would keep moving further forward. So now you've got your fish, get some frame by frame animation going.